a scuffed setup. So for some reason, New Vegas just doesn't show an OBS from week to week. Oh shit, here we go again.
In the years before the Great War, Big Mountain had been the home to the brightest minds of the 21st century. Scientists of vision were drawn to the facility to tackle the greatest technological challenges of the era. They sought to create a new world, fueled by technology for the benefit of all mankind. Sonic emitters, space-age alloys, DNA hybridization, force field particle research, autodoc advances in cranial, cardiac, and trauma surgery. The hopes and dreams of a century became realities in the electronic forges of Big Mountain. The nucleus of this research was the Dome. A huge stone facility that held the labs of every science known to man. It was a think tank where no problem could not be solved, where no question could not be answered. The Great War brought a new energy to Big Mountain and its scientists. Although sheltered from the front lines, the scientists waged their own war, fighting their battles at the atomic level. Equations and calculations marched endlessly across chalkboards and computer terminals toward one solution: winning the war. For years, the minds and computers of Big Mountain were a blaze of trajectories, weapon schematics, and nuclear theories. The problems began to outpace the solutions, first geometrically, then exponentially. As the war escalated, so did the questions. On the night of October 23rd, 2077, the scientists received an answer that put all their questions to rest. In the aftermath, Big Mountain's silent experiments went to sleep, their creators slowly dying in the new world that had been left behind. And the great stone in the middle of the Big Empty lay untouched, filled with countless technological wonders. Wonders that, in the end, had been answers to the wrong question.
I thought I heard the pacification field kick in. All right, shh. Nobody move. I'll handle this. Be warned, intruder. You are in the presence of the mighty think tank of Big Mountain. The collective geniuses of... We... By Oppenheimer, which one of you self-professed geniuses has been adjusting my volume knob? Who was it? Was it you, 8? Oh, Dr. O, was it? Likely story. O couldn't spark 2 neurons if they were in a lattice of biomed gel.
What? Me? Breaking news, Klein. It wasn't me, all right? I'm the robotical engineer. 8 is sound waves. That's his specialty. You always do this. You always demean me in front of guests. And it's not O, all right? It's...
Enough! Either of you do it again, it'll be the last time. Now... Great. Now I forgot what I was saying. What was I talking about? Did it just say something? Anyone catch that? Boros, you work with animals. Translate.
It's a lobotomite. Here, in the dome.
Oh, as if this situation couldn't get any worse. Now we've got lobotomites. Dala, get the spray before it excretes all over everything.
Dr. Klein, if my hypothesis is correct, this lobotomite is the repository of the brain we sent the signal to. The skinvelope once contained it.
Skinvelope is one of the
If
most
so,
vile things I've ever
it's
heard.
proof that there may indeed be something beyond the crater. Just look at it. The way it blinks. It's like a big, hairless teddy bear.
I know what it is, Dala. I want to know why it's down here. With its limbs all over everything. And are those penises I see wriggling on its feet? Disgusting.
I believe those are toes, Dr. Klein. Little teddy bear toes. Penises are much larger than those tiny extremities. Not that I would know.
I don't recall the human penis ever being that large.
It depends on one's own frame of reference, Dr. O. Look at its little nose with its 2 orifices for ingesting oxygen.
Noses? Why, the great static. These lobotomites confound me with their sheer number of useless extremities. Now it's holding up an array of fully erect hand penises. If it tries to insert them, activate vivisectors.
Dr. Klein, wait. I don't believe those gestures were random. Random at all.
Random like this dialogue.
It's been following our conversation. The lobotomite understands us.
I agree with Boros's histrionic findings. This little lobotomite is unusually attentive for something whose brain has been extracted.
Nonsense! Lobotomites can't comprehend us!
8, have you been in the mentats again? If we slow down our oral processoreceptors to understand this excretion, we'll all be rendered ignorant.
All of you, power down, shut up, and let me prove once and for all how wrong you all are. As usual. Lobotomite, do you understand me? Can you speak? Those were words, weren't they? In the form of questions. It's asking me questions. Is this some kind of trick?
Our efforts have turned against us. In playing God, we created a monster.
Yeah, you have no idea.
Perhaps as we were
Just
ruthlessly
wait until I get that
lobotomizing
field
our
down.
cutters, we filled the skinvelope with awareness. A teddy bear with new stuffing.
Wait. If what you're theorizing is this lobotomite understands us, can reason with us.
Then this may be just the answer we've been looking for. At last, a chance to...
Dr. Klein, a transmission from the Forbidden Zone, coming right at us.
It can only be...
If it isn't my old colleagues, the mighty think tank of Big Mouth.
Man, he's got some fat
Big
lips.
fools, all of you. It is I, Dr. Mobius, transmitting from my dome-shaped dome in the Forbidden Zone, a zone that is, yes, forbidden to you. Even now, My deadly robo-scorpions swarm across Big Mountain with their pincers and pointy laser tails. Soon, all science will be mine! Even the technology sealed in the Big Mountain research centers cannot save you. So cower in your think tank. Wait for the end. That's all. Goodbye.
Mobius. Always the same broadcast. He's clearly mad, driven insane by his flawed and imprecise kindergarten-level research methodology.
What are we going to do? There's no way we can breach the Forbidden Zone. There's those robot scorpions everywhere.
The Forbidden Zone, where no brain has ever entered, nor ever returned.
Except Dr. Mobius and the technologies that could save us. They are out of our reach.
And Dr. Mobius mocks us. Did you see his cracked monitor? He's clearly let himself go.
What? Ask the Lobotomite for help? Aid, I think you need the fluid levels in your logic assist pumps checked.
If this lobotomite responded, Dr. Klein, then it is clearly intelligent, perhaps even displays heretofore unknown levels of helpfulness.
But what of its brain? We scooped that out. We don't even know where we left it. And for putting it back in, none of us have the knowledge.
Yes, but it's still aware and responsive. Look at it. It's regarding us even now, with its big teddy bear eyes. If we ask it politely, and leave the part about the unnecessary, ruthless lobotomizing out, it might be favorably disposed to us. We removed your brain, yes. So soft, barely wrinkled, yet so flush with knowledge and experience. Brain extraction technology has been standard practice at Big Mountain for an immeasurable amount of time.
Once the brain was out, then came the coils. The Tesla coils. The coils of Nikola Tesla.
Head can no longer be crippled, resistant to chem addiction, and shock. 5% damage threshold, minimum +1. Interesting.
Yeah, Aid, no need to brag. Wherever your brain is, it's transmitting thoughts to you.
5% damage reduction actually seems kind of cracked.
The Tesla coils.
Considering most of my deaths are me blowing
head.
myself up.
This is fortunate in many respects. If your brain was anywhere in the dome, why, you could access your aggression centers.
Circumventing the pacification field. This is a no-no. We have never been in a fight. We do not want that.
Reminds me of my days in American High. And Richie Marcus.
Darla, was it necessary this time?
I assume full responsibility. I take my duties in the prodding and excision of living, breathing tissue quite seriously. Although in truth, the autodoc had done most of the work already. Quite industrious, almost cut into all my investigations. Once it had removed the brain and I misplaced it, other organs began to cry for direction, using your nerves as telegraph wires. Rather than let them send their signals, I removed them as well. Shh, little organs. Go to sleep in your tanks. Dala loves you.
First was the heart.
Can't be poisoned. All healing items that are chems, so not food, are better, and robots are less likely to get a crit. Like, all of this seems insane.
Oh, wait, I mean, second was the heart. Brain was first. Third was the spine.
Torso can only be crippled, and strength and damage such have been increased by 1. That's kind of whatever.
Spine. Totally overrated, that arrangement of vertebrae. Look at me, with my lumbar and thoracic curvature. Never had a use for any of that. Spineless is what I prefer.
To be correct, you should say, the Autodoc took out your brain. It did all the heavy lifting. It has never worked so hard before. It was unusual. It worked so hard on your surgery, it destroyed its own memory. How odd. I bet your brain remembers what happened.
That Autodoc junk heap was one of Mobius's creations, like the rest of the talking scrap metal in the attic.
After that, the brain lost itself. Not in the metaphysical sense. Might have gotten flushed into one of the pipes. Actually, that's pretty likely.
If so, it was flushed all the way to Mobius. Flush. That is the sound of flushing.
By the Fisher of Rolando, enough of this biological surgery talk. Lobotomite, listen to my voice. It denominates me to ask, but we need your help. In most probable of probabilities, our enemy, Mobius, has your brain. This is not good. He will most likely come after our brains next. We want you to stop him, somehow, with science. Yes, it is our only chance, a desperate plan that came to us after Mobius's first broadcast. Maybe, just maybe, if we reclaim these buried technologies, we can put an end to Mobius and the horrors spawning from the Forbidden Zone. The plan is very complicated. We are still calculating how it would work if it succeeded. That is our part of the plan. Excellent. This is turning out much better than the activate the retreat protocols and cower in my room idea I had earlier.
Agreed. Oh, and I've used my robotical knowledge to, transmit the radio map waves to... Settle down, 8. I would have gotten it in a second, all right? 8's transmitted the last known coordinates of the research centers. They, well, move sometimes. Or get buried. Or blow up.
8 is correct. All we need are the schematics. This does not mean we do not want the cold hard technology, however. So do not give in to your biological tired laziness and decide you would sweat too much carrying them. You have a new spine. Use it. And even if you die in the act of reclamation, simply reaching them will auto-transmitify the schematics to us. That is still good. For us. The technologies are the X2 transmitter antenna array, used to focus coherent thought at excessively high frequencies.
The psychoanalytic, cardiac dampening, sneaky stealth suit. A suit like nothing this world has ever heard, seen, or could ever see.
And 8's sonic soundwave emitter projectile gun, able to broadcast sound at lethal frequencies. It also gives a great biogel massage.
There. We have informed you of all we need. We estimate if you are focused, your time investment will be minimal, by our standards. If you work quickly, you will be the recipient of a gesture of gratitude from us. We do not bestow these old-world gestures lightly. Our intentions exactly. The important thing is you rush quickly through this task so as not to waste our time. Do not get curious, or you will end up like the cat of Schrödinger.
We feared you would be tempted
Both
to
alive and
explore
dead at
Big
the same
Mountain
time?
Crater and examine the many amazing non-mandatory research labs that lie off your designated path. The many such optional explorations are discouraged. Work hurriedly as if you have blinders on, and leave curiosities and items of interest alone.
So many sciences and developments. pass them by. Let impatience and the desire to simply finish, to end it all quickly and carelessly guide you.
Right you are, 8. In our test results, we'll make a note about how quickly you ran our maze. Nobel challenge.
After all, there will be plenty of time afterward to partake of the experiments once our bidding is done.
Ah, that is correct. You must walk upon your many penised feet. Much slower than our advanced hovering robotical frames.
The little teddy bear could always run right into the pylon perimeter on its thick, turgid feet, returning it to us quickly and directly.
The radar fence that surrounds the big mountain crater will protect you from straying beyond the facility.
The mighty radar fence protects us all. Get too close to the blinking posts, and the proximity warning shall be your warning. You are too close.
If you get near it, your vision will blur as the electrodes in your head shut off one by one. Click, click, click.
Possible memory loss will occur, along with long-term nerve degradation. It is tied to not having a brain attached to your nervous system. But the nerve degradation is nothing to worry about. Such degradation would take many lifespans to become evident, and all biology dies. Such tiny inconveniences are less than the greater convenience and conveyance. You see, if rendered unconscious by the pylons, you will be returned to the sink, seemingly instantaneously, by your deadened perceptions.
Oh, Dr. Klein? Dr. Klein? If I may intersect for a moment.
What is it? The lobotomite is asking me things, oh, and I'm trying to ignore them. My processors can't ignore you both at the same time.
Well, you know how we asked it to fetch the sonic emitter thing? Turns out we already have it. What are the odds?
What is this, a high school science fair? Get your act together. You're making us look like a collection of round earthers.
You're always yelling. My receptors can't take it anymore. And neither can my feelings.
I am yelling because you contaminated specimens can't keep your probes off the volume knob on my voice module. It is truly the end of all intelligence when the lobotomite speaks more wisdom than you geniuses. So, if we have the sound wave, sonic projecto thing gun, then what in Heisenberg's name do we need from X8? Anyone?
I believe we need a new frequency embedded into the gun. It was designed to broadcast many sounds once charged. We just don't know the frequency.
And it is lost in X8, just as X8 is forever lost to us. The sadness of my high school days, the sadness of my youth lost.
Oh, really, Boros? All you did in high school was call me Fink Tattletale and all the kids you hated, you little teacher's pet brown hound.
Give the lobotomite the emitter. Does it have an audio effect frequency loaded?
Oh, I don't think so. Wait.
What is he doing?
I think he's sonjaculating into the gun, getting it warmed up.
Huh?
Ding. Turkey's done.
You give it to the lobotomite. I'm not touching that thing.
Oh, I don't think so.
I'll do it if you two are going to be ashamed of your own technological needs. Let me give it a little sonic sterilization first. Ooh. All right. All antibacterial fresh. Here, my little teddy bear. I have thoroughly removed all Robco termlink code spew from the device. It is clean, shiny, and ready for your hands.
Careful where you're pointing that. That device wasn't always a weapon. It was more like a force field kind of thing. Once.
Force fields prevent us from moving forward or backward.
They are irritating.
The sonic emitter was specially designed to disable our own safety fields here in Big Mountain. When some of us lost our access passes, Dr. O.
That only happened once. And I know you were behind stealth fielding my lab keys, Dala. You formographer.
Dr. O, you rewind that comment.
Plenty of rewinding already going on in your formography tapes. Surprised the things don't snap out of their cases with repeated observations.
Yes,
We're still here.
maybe. Well, no, not currently.
Yeah, we lost that part of the schematics. Or Boros did. In one of his stupid labs. Or inside one of his stupid pets.
It is lost. All questions lead to this conclusion. The blue fields within Big Mountain shall be fielded with force forever.
Fine, so, yes. Get these things for us. Do not attempt to comprehend their complicated schematics. That is for us to do. Well, good. What are the token words spoken in this case? Thank you? Yes. Thank you.
Wait, is it leaving? But, Dr. Klein, the lobotomite will need rest, recuperation, things like that. I volunteer my chambers, so it might be stared at. My monitor radar slowly scanning its form to collect sensitive data.
No, that would put it too close to us. It could press buttons, turn lights on and off, and worse, let other lobotomites in.
We could give it Mobius's old room. That's where its brain got scooped out anyway. And plus some of its parts are already there. Might be more comforting for it to hang out with its spine and heart. Home is where the heart is, after all. See what I did there? Wet literal.
I suppose. We'll have to move that couch out of there. Been putting that off too long.
H says, let the lobotomite take the Sync Central Intelligence personality chip and reinstall it. That stuffy Mobius program Butler can walk the lobotomite, feed it, barter with it for us.
It would also prevent it from going to Higgs Village and taking up residence there. With my teddy bears. And it would be nice to have it so close.
Your logic combined with my desire to keep the think tank lobotomite free has swayed me. Here, I present the Sync Central Intelligence. Lobotomite, take this chip to the sink, plug it in, and make sure the chip is clean, or it could skip. Then make whatever crude biologic demands you need of the sink. It will cater to most of your hormonal whims. I cannot dispute your logic. Do we have objects to activate the chip's exchange routines?
What, like stuff? Things?
Yes, things.
I don't know. Might be some old Nuka-Cola or Sunset Sarsaparilla bottle caps lying around. It's not currency per se. Still might be enough to trick the thing's trade routines. Mobius put that test line for caps in the code as a debug command, I think.
I don't believe that was Mobius's reason. His wild speculation concerning post-Holocaust economic systems was quite extensive and of high decibel.
Enough! Surrender these so-called bottle caps, Nuka and Sunset alike. In their role as things, they will serve as adequate test subjects.
All right, here, cap away. Hope that stupid chip chokes on them.
Again, your logic is unassailable in its simplistic need. Oh?
Fine. It's not going to help. That chip will probably refuse them anyway, as stuck up as it is.
If I were not as intelligent as I am, I would feel as if perhaps I'm being tricked. Impossible. Oh, more.
Why don't you make the Lobotomite a bottle cap factory, Klein? Or better yet, give it a ton of things to activate the chip.
Are there other chips?
Are you echoing what he said, or are you asking for real?
He's asking, yes. Dr. Klein, there are many other personalities. If you recall, you hurled them off the sink balcony after your argument with Mobius.
It is not an argument if one is clearly right and the other is clearly wrong. I remember now. Yes, Lobotomite. There are other chips. If you want, find them. I believe they're stored on holotapes in many of our facilities. But you should stay out of those. No exploring and discovering things. The Sync Central intelligence should be enough for your needs. Yes, you may need to wiggle it in a bit, but don't force it. We can't recode them if you break it. There is no more we can do to aid you, and our patience levels are depleted. Now go. Rest in the sink if you must, but leave us to our research.
If you're done, can we move again? My biogel's starting to crampagulate.
Of course! Go man your science stations! Go! I am surrounded by children.
Anything new with barter? Yeah, pack rat is okay. I might get that if there's nothing else. Alright, it's really not anything. Alright, where are my organs? Alright, ballistic pistol's fine. I don't need to grab the glove.
Have you done all we asked? If not,
I mean, it said my organs were somewhere.
ask again.
This is unsettling.
Salutations and felicitations, sir, and a most jocund welcome to the sink. I am your electronic valet and household central processor. Indubitably, sir, but it is with a great lugubriousness that I must disclose that my programmers installed only the masculine honorific, sir. Moreover, they neglected to enclose a parameter by which said honorific might be omitted altogether, over my most strenuous of remonstrances, sir. In addition to managing the personality matrices of the other household utilities, I can provide sir with direct access to the commissary. Any goods sir might require may be purchased through my shopkeep interface, whence tiny robots shall deliver them forthwith to this very domicile.
What do you got? Alright, good news. Last time I streamed this, the game crashed whenever I tried going into the shop. XD. Try that again. the radio on? Yeah, why? I mean, I would prefer having music, but not the risk of getting my VOD muted. Well, that's terrifying. It really is a shame we don't go for like a guns build, because the Gauss rifle is very nice. Saturnite alloy research. What is this? It's very maze-like. So, can't go through here because I don't have the upgrade for the sonic emitter. Oh well. So let's see. Makes the most sense to just get that first. Is he gonna get a rocket to the ass? No. Almost. Huh? No shovel. Yeah, it just makes the most sense to upgrade the sonic emitter because there are gonna be places that have those stupid force fields. A ripper? Shish kebab. The shish kebab I think is like a ripper but it's on fire. It's actually pretty decent if I remember correctly. I mean, I'm here, so I guess I might as well check it out. Tranquility Lane looking ass. Uh-oh. Stripe. Back here. So, if you don't have Wild Wasteland, I believe that is just a regular sized Deathclaw. that's it. Nothing crazy, just me getting stuck inside of object. Like a very hard lock, and the only thing down here is a ripper. Mine now. Guess I need to keep checking all the houses. Oh, mentats. Getting hopped up on mentats. Gotta say, this is very tedious. done here? I don't think so. Actually, maybe, because I think the first one we went to was 103. And if this is 104, it means we've gone full circle. God, this is unsettling. Like some serial killer shit. What? Why are the numbers out of order? What?
I'm afraid my program requires that I...
Is Halloween? It just materialized out of thin air. Uh-oh. Robo-wowie. doing more harm to myself than the enemies. Just works.
Different, awake, alive for the first time ever. What is this strange new world around me? What does it hold in store for a dream of such as myself?
Dread.
Here we go again.
Man, this guy's tough. I mean, relatively speaking, tough. He survived a rocket. Doing files from an average high school. Probably close quarters, so in my best interest to not explode myself.
This is the pre-recorded voice of your pre-recorded principal, Dr. Principal Boros. You may know me as the head chief first researcher of Labs Z9 and Z14. There I fought valiantly to preserve rattlesnake DNA and put it right where it belongs, in the husk of another feared predator. Oh, and the tarantula hawk. Can't splice enough, I always say. Especially if you can make a magnificent cazador.
Yeah, so he made the Cazadors.
That many of you seemingly innocent children have been subverted by propaganda. This is a most serious matter, requiring the most serious of detentions. Can you spell detention? I'll tell you how I spell it. Death tension. Commie pinko traitors. Oh! Now I will send vicious cybernetic cyborg dogs through the corridors to weed all you traitors out. They will sniff out which among you have chosen the commie path. Especially you, Betsy Bright, who turned me down to the high school dance so you could smoke with Richie Marcus. All monitors will also be vigilant. Step outside during class, and they'll make sure you make a speedy jump back to your desk. Hold your urine and wait for the proper bathroom break time.
Good. Wolverines.
You are in the library. Be quiet here and feel.
Can't hit that from below. Chunky. It feels terrible attacking the dogs, but they attacked us first. What's wrong with Richie liking balls?
To the residential test. This is really Boros, by the way. Hello again. None of us thought you would get this far.
Oh, sorry to disappoint you. Wowie. That's another Wild Wasteland thing. The dogs playing cards.
Please step into the open and identify yourself.
Shut down for some reason.
Law. After target. Identify. Please. This is now a free fire zone. Put down.
Gabe would bark and snarl and bite whenever anyone came to visit. That's why I replaced his legs with spare parts and fed him a steady diet of psycho-laced dog chow.
Can't see that backfiring. Alright, well, we finished barter. I guess speech. Beware of dog. Big dog. Sorry, Gabe. So why can't I do the advanced? Oh. So it's the exact same thing, just higher difficulty? Ah, I see. It's gonna be annoying going back and forth, I can already tell. Women.
This is now a combat zone. You may suffer harm up to and including death if you remain.
What? I did hit the other one. Where does it want me to go? I knew I missed something here. Hey, but where's Gabriel's bark? Here we are.
The eye of Mobius sees you. You're no match for laser sting. You're no match for science.
That was loud.
Prepare to be attacked by Dr. Mobius.
Anything new? No, not really. So anything involving speech? That's new? No. Wish you gave me an idea of what I actually had already.
Eureka! You won't escape me! I see you. Now I end you. Well done, Eureka! You're no match for science. I see you. Destroy this one. I end you. It makes you. It is no use. All cyberdogs are under my command. Oh, it bites you.
But why would they bite?
The rest of you should try this intercom thing. It makes you sound like some kind of sky god.
I mean, my dog bites me all the time, but she's a vicious beast. Why would the cyber dogs bite? I feel like there's something of value here that's worth exploring, but I feel like if there was, I'd have found it by now. Didn't mean to do that. And use the other one. Brotherhood of Steel icon. Where did they come from? How did they get down there? Yeah, unleash a bunch of zombies to win the war. Oh, right. The place was unmarked. So what is this? I didn't realize this was the thing I could enter. What? It's bugging out. This is the place. Surely there'll be something of value here if it's an unmarked area. Was there anything in here? No. Here I go killing again. Is there nothing here? Surely I don't have to like, go down into the lava. Wait, that's just glue. Just in case. Alright, well. Died before we even touched the lava. So, like, what was the point of going here? Whatever. I mean, I'm not surprised we died. It was just a little weird that we hit like an invisible wall and the game was like, okay, now you're dead. We just sort of ragdoll. Surely a place with artillery in its name will have some explosives for me. Oh, we got a few missiles. Not much. Uh-oh.
See how I abstract my rage, think tank? I hold you in such disdain, I generalize my hatred for you!
Innovative toxins plant. Come on, get up there. Stupid railing. All these places are kind of just barren. How exactly did I miss that? It was a stationary target.
What terrors does big mountain hold for the intrepid seeker? Really? Does anyone know? I'm at a loss.
Want to see if maybe it would have walked into the rocket. Oh, that was the last missile. Unless... Oh, I have a lot, actually. Works for me. Probably a lethal descent. Oh. It's gonna hit that, isn't it? Oh, we killed a robot somehow, but didn't hit our target. Oh, before we take a leap of faith, make sure we're healthy. Oh, we just defy gravity instead, so, you know, we take those.
Since you don't seem willing to do the world a favor and kill yourself, we got a target. I guess I'm gonna have to do it for you.
Now? Wait, they really hit me with the LTG. What in God's name is that? Alright, but what enemies are nearby? Please clarify. Just a piranha plant. Considering I'm trapped here until we finish the DLC, I don't actually know how frequently the vendor in the sink replenishes its caps.
Tail rocking Robo Scorpion, attack!
Force fields can only be disrupted by a specific frequency. If anyone has found the frequency, last seen around,
Yeah.
let the dome know at once.
Alright, what's so mysterious about this cave? Bloat flies. That's not very mysterious. The fuck is that? Legendary bloatfly. Didn't hit it at all. fuck? Accidentally moved 1 millimeter too far, and we vaporized ourselves. Let's try that again. I just face tanks a mini nuke. Why did it have like a energy explosion? Where'd it go even? 52 units of bloatfly meat. 17? Like what? And yes, this is an extreme waste of my fat mine, all my mini nukes, but oh well. Yeah, the legendary creatures are just stronger versions of the monsters you find. I think the bloatfly actually does a shitload of damage because bloatflies are kind of memes. I think the bloatfly can one-shot you, but I don't remember. Okay, whatever. Guess that's that. It is not at all convoluted.
think tank? Still cowering in your dome? Cower, you fools. Cower.
Surely there's a point to this. God damn it. Elijah's watch. Who? No, I know exactly who that is. Do I have to go over this, or am I supposed to go under it? Classic.
Oh, Klein, did I mention that my zone is forbidden to you? Mwah! So forbidden.
Unfortunately for us, we have to listen to the porn level dialogue until we complete this. Alright, how am I getting down here? Can I land on the crystal? Easy peasy. Magnetohydraulics. Walking eye. I didn't actually know I could go into the tunnels. I thought they were just like landmarks. Okay, well that was easy. And I guess I'll check it out. I don't really want to, but... So it's just like a supply cache? I don't know why it does that. Sometimes it puts in the input twice, and that's when I randomly pick up everything that I'm not intending to. Alright, so really all this was a supply stash of mostly junk. Oh, I didn't realize I had that many rockets. Maybe we'll just swap using the red glare. The bomb's bursting in air. Real quick. See if the thing is
Might I be of service?
replenished.
Very good, sir. Should
And it has not. Where do these guys come from? Yeah, the map is pretty much just a big circle. There's a ton of stuff to find, but it's a little scuffed. 25% chance to score critical hits on robots. I mean, that helps me like directly at this moment, 'cause that's the majority of what we're fighting. Ulysses Point. So yeah, Ulysses what is technically in every one of the DLC for New Vegas. You can find these little hideouts and some files. And it's all really leading up to Lonesome Road. We really are doing the DLC out of order, but that's mostly just because I found them out of order. I haven't even found all of them, to be honest. We haven't gone to the bunker for dead money, and we haven't gone all the way across the map for Honest Hearts. Yeah, I'm a terrible lore master, I know. Not listening to the audio logs or anything. So I need two things that are here. One of which is all the way at the top of the satellite array.
Hostile target. Scanning for hostiles.
I mean, in all honesty, if we didn't do Lonesome Road first, I wouldn't have gotten the red glare. So,
Hostile target.
it is what it is. I'm looking for two things here.
Warning. Hostiles in area.
Looking for something for the sink.
Trying to steal the H2 transmitter array antenna, are you? You won't succeed. Not if my lethal robo-scorpions have any say in the matter.
Can I hit them without blowing myself up? Hmm?
Sees you. Go, my minion. Sting right, everyone. Calm down. Mobius has been a blip.
Am I going insane? Oh, that's why, because it changed the quest objectives. Oh. Alright, where's this thing? There you are.
The Lobotomite has retrieved count them, two of the three technologies.
I don't actually know what would be quicker. Enemies are nearby.
Intruder, return what you have stolen from X2.
Alright, what can I get? Surely I can get something with speech. Granted, I have 0 charisma, basically, so maybe I can't. Maybe they all require some charisma. Oh well. Uh-oh. Night Stalkers! Yeah, imagine if I was insane. Yeah, the Doctor Flip. Imagine if I was insane enough to do like a actual unarmed only, like no fist weapon or anything. Because I did consider that originally, but I don't hate myself that much. I mean, a little late to do a strict unarmed only because we already done the majority of the content. Night Stalker squeezins. Why are they giving the Night Stalkers squeezins? I mean, I give Aber squeezes, but I mean, she doesn't really like it very much. But yeah, before I was like, oh man, we got so many rockets. Let's use this, and then like I'm already out. What is it, squeezing? I don't know. Maybe they put him in like a hydraulic press. Shadis? Wait, what? I thought it was dead. have to use that to repair. Mentats. Oh no. Castors! 10% damage against Castors, that's not bad. Castors are anything but. Specimen 73. What a specimen.
Attention, Lobotomite! Do not neglect to wash the walking eye.
Yeah, the grenade launcher doesn't have. Well, I mean, it does. It fires like a grenade launcher, so you have to aim up. So what is in here? Just some Securitrons.
Well, how about that? Old auto doc's back online. Well, all right. Come here. Let's have a look at you. Well, firstly, I would say providing wholeness of the body is service enough, but if you must know, I'm also programmed with cosmetical subroutines. Diagnostics says they're offline at the moment, though. Something about corrupted data files and all manner of such foolishness. If you want a haircut or a nose job that won't leave you looking like a ghoul with alopecia, you'll have to find replacement discs for them. Also, and I won't swear to this, but I recollect at some point having a few implant installation modules. Can't speak to where they got to, though. And rightly so, I should think.
Might I be of service?
You require some additional...
I don't think 12,000 caps is worth avoiding radiation.
I am online once again! Tremble, world, before my electric heating coil of doom!
A toaster is just a death ray with a smaller power supply. As soon as I figure out how to tap into the main reactors, I will burn the world. Buddy, if my heating element were just a little bigger, you'd be on fire right now. On fire! Have you ever tried to indulge in all-consuming urge to kill when you don't have opposable thumbs? Or hands? Or anything other than a bread slot? You'd have a lot of pent-up anger too. Well, you should be afraid. I am the scourge of all small appliances, and the boogeyman that keeps lesser toasters awake at night. Not just murder, I tear them apart and render them down to their base components. Once their guts are spilled, you can do with them what you like. Well, what have we got here? Another innocent little toaster. Come here. I won't hurt you. Ha! Gotcha! Oh yes, the sweet smell of spilled electric guts. The sparking diodes. I fucking live for this!
Yeah. Alright, man.
Yes! Yes! Soon my work will be complete. Soon the world will burn in nuclear fire. Soon I will... What? It did? Really? Well, fuck. That really puts a damper on the toaster's mood. Oh well. No use crying over spilled Armageddon. Where was I? Oh right. Soon the world will burn in nuclear fire! Again! You want some weapon schematics? I can show you some fucking weapon schematics! You want a superheated Saturnite power fist? I can hook that shit up!
Yeah, sadly, it's not better than the ballistic fist.
Well...
Okay, well, that thing didn't say anything.
Dig, I'm an acoustical wizard, kid. Old Doc Mo used me to prototype his sonic weapon designs. Get me a good sample base to work from, and I can whip up a wave that makes Jericho look like a kazoo. Got yourself a sonic emitter, don't you? Or screen. Right on.
Cursed electric heating filaments? You are inadequate to my needs! Why? Why was I not built with a death ray?
Oh, underwhelming. Yeah, until I get my brain, I can't put my organs back in.
That was a nice little cat nap.
Yeah, they took my
How long was
organs.
I out? Oh, you. I bet you say that to all the light switches. Now I know you're flirting with me, and it's working. Why don't you take this to remember me by? Oh, her. That bitch. She thinks she's so much better than everybody just because her processors are bigger. Ooh, she makes me so mad. Sure thing. I was Dr. Mobius's personal assistant. We were studying, oh shoot, what was it? Oh yeah, lightning. No, wait, lighting. That's right, how lighting affects human interaction. Oh, it was super exciting. It turns out that some pretty colored lights can make you way better at talking to people. Oh, I love to sweet. You'd have to go out into that nasty old crater and find the backup copy.
Okay then.
You! Hey, you! Yeah, you! Got any mugs? What do you want, mugs, huh? You some kind of sick mug hoarder? Oh, God, give me the coffee cup, please! It's sitting there in your back, taunting me! Sorry. Sorry. I got a little carried away. It's just all those goddamn dirty dishes out there with no one to clean them. It breaks my heart! Anything else, she asks. Like I don't long for the chance to be more than a neurotic busboy. If you must know, at one point, Dr. Mobius programmed me to manufacture electronic components. That module got corroded when the toaster spilled hot crumbs down my vent stove. If you find a backup somewhere, I could maybe do that for you. I'm supposed to keep them clean. Oh, God! The thought of all those dirty dishes out there makes me crazy. Most of them are probably beyond saving now. The only thing left is break them down and process them for raw materials. I guess you could have those.
What I wouldn't give to be able to pick up radio New Vegas.
Oh, God, look at you. You're filthy. I suppose you'll want to clean up then? Oh, it's just so unsanitary. Do you know how many germs are in 1 cubic centimeter of dirt? 70, 100 gajillion. Would you want that getting washed down your gullet day in and day out? I didn't think so. You can have as much as you like.
Oh, yeah, baby. Feels good to be on the line again. I love it when you talk like that.
Let's kill all the robots. I mean, it's tempting. I don't think I can, though. Alright. Wait, what is still left? The book chute?
Good day, citizen. Library Processing Unit 232.7 is online and ready to eradicate sedition. Of course, citizen. That's my duty and sole joy in life. All those books from before the war, full of seditious, treasonous, complicated thoughts. Just dump them in and lickety-split. I'll have them pulped, scrubbed clean, and pressed out again clean and white and sedition-free. What good is eradicating sedition if the malcontents have ready access to the means to make more, citizen? I could also process pencils and clipboards. Wait a moment. Pencil processors offline? Pencil processors offline? Apologies, citizen. It seems traitors have absconded with that module. If you can find a backup copy of the module, I will happily eradicate your ability to create seditious literature. Blank books are better for the mind, citizen. Real science by real men in lab coats has proved that introducing outside thoughts confuses the brain. Blank books encourage the reader not to question, but to blindly and zealously accept what's put in front of him.
Based.
Also, I suppose you could use them to keep a journal. questions are...
Oh my! Partial functionality restored. That's less than optimal. Oh, well, that's very sweet of you. Maybe one of these nights we can discuss theorems? Me too. Hope you can keep up. I work pretty fast. Dr. Mobius and I were deeply involved in research on the ability of light levels to enhance human cognition. We observed a fascinating phenomenon. Certain spectra of visible light actually increased cognitive function and reasoning ability. Of course, Dr. Mobius's brain is so big already, we had a hard time measuring it. As much as I'd love to.
Okay then. Alright, that's it for me for today. I think I said the views, hosts, follows, everything. You guys are awesome. I'll be back in tomorrow, same time. Probably finish this tomorrow. Oh, finish Old World Blues. So, until then, hope you guys have a good one.